Welcome back, level 6, Lost City. This is obviously a fire stage, and it was an annoying stage. You'll see why very soon. It's well designed and all. The music's good. But you'll see why I did not personally like this stage. You'll probably right here, the whole slime gimmick in this that pissed me off. I died here quite a few times, and I've been wrong with my death counter because I wasn't checking it, and I wasn't including the times in my notes that I died before I start recording, because there was quite a few levels that I was recording. I saw at the end because it tells me my whole death counter. And I was pretty off for quite a few levels because I wasn't recording during like one part or something I forgot. And then I'd have to go back trying to get the clip that I wanted to get again. The only level I didn't play again was Treasure Knight's level, the underwater. So this is Mole Knight. Very, very easy fight. I mean, is he cool? Yeah, but I mean, come on. After Plague Knight, this just seems like a fucking cakewalk. Like, come on. I just got 4 hits there. That's 2 little bubbles for him. I haven't got hit once yet. That's my first hit. Yeah, he's gonna get owned. Gonna own it. So that was Lost City. Yeah, I did it. That actually took me a lot longer than it looked. So we have another falling scene, like Dreamer. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game. I think it's called the Ballad of the Shield Knight. Of Shield Knight, whatever. Very sad and very dramatic, and I love it. So I'm trying to whoop these dudes' ass because I need money because I die so fucking much. I don't know what it is, but always with these sequences, they always drop a shit ton of money. And it's the morning, and we get another meal ticket. If you don't remember, meal tickets are what get you. Man, the audio's already acting up on this recording. I don't have anything. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because this is even longer than the last. For long videos, I might have to change it from sometimes because it just cut out again. Like, I'm sure when I play back and when I hear the differences in the audio. So this is the gimmick for this level. This isn't Frigid Flight. I keep thinking this is Frigid Flight, but I just said the name. I just missed it because the audio thing is throwing me off. But I mean, I'm sure you saw it. Insert caption here. I'm not really gonna insert a caption. I just did that. So the gimmick is the falling snow, and I actually just got my second item. I have not got items in this. I regret that. And I actually got this on my Wii U just so I could do another playthrough. I can't believe I died there, but I got the item. I didn't go back for my treasure. I was like, fuck it. I'm already past halfway through the game. I am not getting any more items. Even though I did watch half of the speed run from ADGQ. If you don't know what that is, that's Awesome Games Done Quick. And I mean, I watched live, but I knew I wanted to play this, so I didn't watch the Shovel Knight block. And I don't regret it because there was so much, like, I kind of do, because I missed, in Treasure Knight's level, they have like this anchor that's kind of like the axe from Castlevania, because I actually watched it after I beat this, because it's only like 47 minutes long. It took me over 8 hours to beat this. You'll see at the end, it tells you all your stats and stuff. And the level that took me the longest was the second level because I was not prepared for that at all. I didn't have the health for it. It took me like 3 hours almost, it says. And I'm sure for like an hour and a half of that, it was just paused because I was doing other stuff. But by far, that took me over an hour and a half, I'd say. Maybe an hour and a half. But this dude, obviously inspired by Skyrim. And I don't know why I'm thinking Mr. Plow also. I know Mr. Plow's from The Simpsons, from like the early Simpsons, but I don't know why. The shovel, that like I think like the Skyrim hero, whoever you choose to be, mixed with Homer Simpson is Mr. Plow. So that level is completed. The audio was just going weird again, so I stopped talking for a second. Yeah, this video is very huge. I think, like, I'm still getting used to this software. And when I was finished recording it, I realized it said 1 million frames per second. And I'm assuming that's why it's taking up so much damn space. I mean, I know videos take up a lot of space, but there was like a 12-second video that took up over a gig of space on my hard drive. Or on my disk space, I mean. So this was actually a quest. It wasn't a quest, it was just a random boss encounter. And he owned the hat shop in the armor village, and I gave 3 people 1,000 gold because I thought I'd get an item for doing it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this dude just starts attacking me. I'm like, shit, I gotta record this, Like, this was just awesome. And then every time he gives you 5,000 gold here, and then if you follow him, you can actually get, like, 4,000 or 5,000 more gold. So, level 8, the Clockwork Tower. Okay, and Tinker Knight is the one who is running this operation. And this level's awesome. I mean, it's obviously inspired by the Castlevania Clockwork Towers, because they always have a Clockwork Tower in Castlevania games. And, I mean, I love those. I love them. They're dope. They're always dope when you get to that clock tower in Castlevania. Also, something I realized that I didn't realize, like, during the first part is you can, like, in most levels, you can see the castle in the background if it's outside, or even in the towns. And that's something I really liked about Castlevania 1, is you always, like, leading up to the castle, you always saw it getting predominantly closer, and you knew, like, it built up to getting to the castle, and you felt like, oh man, this is getting intense. But I mean, you can see these gimmicks in this level. They're just clock-based gimmicks, or like anything mechanical-based. Like these platforms, just enemies, but that thing I bounced off of because, you know, that's how you get up. So, this part, I was like, oh, finally got here. I mean, I died like 3 times or something before that, but no, it was here I died 3 times, getting to that second one. And then this is like, I mean, you just can see the gimmick. I died there. That pissed me off. This is like a auto scroller. That's the first one that's vertical. And I thought it was really cool to put in this level because it's the clock tower. I mean, what other level? So this is the end. I jumped there because I didn't realize. I thought it was going to go down, and I was like, oh, that's actually a pretty cool staircase. So that's the boss checkpoint. And look at what we have here. Like, look at him.
Did you make all that noise?
Yeah, he's pissed about noise. And I was like, oh man, this is such a fucking easy boss. Like, look at how pathetic this is. The music is awesome, by the way. I don't know, for some reason it reminds me of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, which they did port to the Super Nintendo Entertainment System under Turtles in Time 4 something. So I was like, yeah, beat him. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, what, you thought that was the battle? Hell no. This is the Tinker Knight. He has to have something cool. This reminds me of a Mega Man fight, like the end with Dr. Wily. Like, he always has some machine like this. I did die once to him, and I do feel kind of embarrassed because he is a pretty easy boss. But, I mean, when I play this game again, I'm not gonna die at boss. Okay, well, the audio just goofed again. I don't know how much it said, but, next time I play this, I'm not gonna die at the bosses. Like, it's not gonna happen. I mean, I've got it down to where, like, you'll see. I've got it down. I get their patterns, because, I mean, that's the biggest thing about retro games, is always understanding the patterns, except in this game, the only difference between this and a real retro game is you don't get fucking checkpoints. Like, if you die at the end, you have to restart from the beginning or the last area you entered. Rarely do bosses, like, I mean, Castlevania does let you restart before him, but it's only like 3 times if you haven't died up to that point. So that was Tinker Knight. Pretty simple once you figure it out. I'd say he's the second easiest boss compared to the dude from Pridemore Keep, the king. Let me see what his name is. Let me go to my... Well, I didn't write his name down in my notes. He's the only one I didn't write his name down. Thank you, my previous self, for doing that. And to my future self, why the hell are you watching your own videos? That's weird. People don't do that, but I do. So here's me, just, you know, chilling. Just like, I'll get up another day. So level 9, the flying machine. You're probably like, what? How is this over 40 minutes long? Actually, this might come out over 50 minutes after rendering, so just over 50 though. So you'll see how it became over. I showed a lot of the end because the end is the best part of the game. Like, there's no doubt about it. This stage was awesome. So you can see the gimmick is obviously flying, hovering, whatever. Just wind-based things. Yeah, this dude's annoying as fuck. Those, I don't know, like, it explodes even if it doesn't hit you, like the point you're at, it will explode. So you have to be sure to take them out. Oh my god, this, like, you can see how annoying this dude is. Speedrunners make this game look so easy. Like, honestly, I was like, damn, dude. Like, there's no way I'd ever be able to beat this game in like 47 minutes. Okay, so all good airships in retro games have to have cannons. Have to have cannons. Ever since Super Mario Bros. 3, they have to have cannons. If it doesn't, you're not doing damn airships right. And they use like the down thrust, like, so you can bounce on it mechanic very well in this level. Look at that little fucking troll dude. He fucking blows wind at you. Like, oh, I fucked up here. I thought I was supposed to ride on it, but I was not. I was getting distracted by that green dude. So this is cut ahead right after that room. That room was very easy, but then you get to this. It's like, oh, another room. Okay, cool. Nothing too hard yet, and that's like, oh, now they gotta throw these troll dudes in again. Look how many. That's just like, fuck them, man. And this level, like, look at the castle in the background. Look how, like, it just builds up that feeling like I'm almost there. I'm getting closer, you know. I mean, this is a level I really noticed it in, like the first one I picked up that, oh my god, it's actually still there. And if you look in the towns and stuff, it's in the background. So, obviously, you jump on those platforms, and that I just got trolled again by that green flying dude. They did say that they are giving all these enemies official names, and they are working on a second one, which I assume is going to be called Shovel, or not Shovel Knight. That'd be weird having two. So that was a really cool mechanic, and it was like wind-based again, but this is Propeller Knight, and he's pretty cool. I mean, he's pretty easy, but still, he's pretty cool. He's just like a rich douchebag. And if you talk to the dude in the armor outpost, who's to the left, he's like some chicken. And he's like, oh, I have not seen an airship this nice since the airship I sold. And it's like, oh, I sold it to this dude. And then this part reminds me of Yoshi's Island with, I mean, Yoshi's Island is, but I mean, it reminds me of the Chain Chomp Spawn. Through, like, it's like the second level or something. It's like Shovel or Shield Knight. I don't know why I want to call her Shovel Knight. I don't know. I mean, it's obvious. She has a fucking huge ass shield. That's just me though. You know, whatever. I ain't gonna say, you know, more. I am not looking forward to like rendering this and processing this. That's gonna take forever. And all that time you cannot use your computer. I only have one like main computer. Like my laptop broke years ago, so I mean, we do have other computers here, but obviously not mine, and they don't have the equipment on it to, you know, like process, you know, even take this type of stuff. So, bam, flying machine is clear, and now we move to the Tower of Fate. Ooh, finally. I mean, you could see it was getting closer. So this level is split into 3 parts, and I'm not doing any more little introductions because I count this as one level. This is the entrance, very much like Castlevania. I find this to be the hardest level in the game. It tests all of your skills in the right way. I mean, this level, I thought this level took me way longer than it did, but I wasn't recording for most of it. I would record, and then I would just stop, and I was like, okay, well, I'll come back to this later. And I backed out of it twice by accident, just from stupidity of being tired. This part was so damn hard. You have to time that. Not the first one, the second fish. So I just cut, and I'm just like, okay, well, might as well, you know, because that part took me forever. That was the hardest part. I mean, I backed out of the game, like, I had like 10 clips recorded from that part, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it this time. And then up ahead, up the ladder, there was like falling platforms, and then above that, there was like an even harder griffin. You'll see. This is the falling platforms. And look at that. You get trolled by the flying mice. So I cut ahead to the next checkpoint after the griffin, and now they're doing the Super Mario World crushing blocks from all the a lot of the castles. And if you played Super Mario World on the SNES, you remember these blocks. They would make you time everything perfectly so you could land in between them. Yeah, I was rushing, and you can't rush in this level. That's the thing. Like, I like rushing through stuff, you know, feeling like a badass. You know what I mean? I play Halo, you know, I rush through stuff and I'm just killing everything, you know. It makes me feel like a badass. But this level, you can't do that. And this part frustrates more than the beginning because of this part. Still not as frustrating though as the gel from Lost City. You have to time that so perfectly. And if that lava touches you, insta-kill. That was just a troll level, like straight up. My least favorite level. I was so frustrated. I was just like, fuck this! And then I slammed my keyboard and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done for now. And that's where I ended it on. So I could finish editing the first part of this. So this is me trying to get my horn out. I still get confused. I know it's up in J to use your item, but that just throws me off when I'm in my game. That's the only control I don't like, is how to use items. And I know I could, but I did not change it. So I timed this perfectly. I was like, I gotta kill that dude quick. And then these little ninja dudes. They're very cool. They kind of remind me of like Shinobi. That's like a Japanese ninja, and I think that's what they're supposed to be after. And look at this little troll shinobi they put up there. Yeah, I just blew him up with my horn, even though that cost 20 mana each time. I fucked that up. That was on me. And I had to use my horn again. So that time I just killed him. I'm like, screw it. I got this. Oh, I don't got it. That's how it goes. It's just this game. Like, if you mess up, do it again. That's why I left this whole part in there, right there. So this is right after the next checkpoint. And I thought this was very cool. They kind of brought like the part from the Lich Yard, the second level with the dude with the scythe. Can't remember his name right now. But they brought kind of that element with like the darkness and mixed it with the rain. So here, I mean, you gotta pay attention. I jumped right through it. You have to look. You look really close. You can see the rain on the platforms that you can jump on. So I was like, oh, that's how you do it. And I got my second try, so pretty good. And here's the one before the boss. I did very well on that level when I finally got through it. And I cut it out because, I mean, this video is running long anyway, so I didn't put the intro in. Because this is a review. It's not like a full gameplay, you know. So he did give me quite a hard time at first until I got his patterns down. I mean, you'll see. I messed up quite a bit. That was a really good down one. Yeah, I have to say, if any boss gives me a hard time, it will be the dude from the Plague Knight or the Black Knight in this form, or the second to final boss. So this is me resorting to like last like things, because I mean, look at our health are so close to each other. I'm like, come on, I got this, I got this. Like, just look at how insane this was for me. I got him with 1 health left. I felt like I can do anything, man. I'm gonna be just being real with you. I can do anything right now. I am on top of the world. So, yeah, I did it. See who he's trying to save. And he's like, I do. So, Black Knight is not a bad knight at all. He has the same goal in mind as Shovel Knight. So I'm gonna let you know right now, in case you didn't know, there are gonna be spoilers ahead. Welcome to Ascension of Tower of Fate. Oh man, this part. Very good, it was a really good level. Just everything was well designed in it. And I mean, I consider it one level. It is one level. It's a final level. Like each time, I mean, yeah, I know they're called like entrance and, you know, it seems like it's divided into 3 levels. Really not. I was lucky to get that. I was really lucky. I hate those spikes that you have to hit your shovel so you don't hit them. Those are such troll things, and I love it because that's how a lot of retro games were. They just trolled you. Before trolling was a thing, they just trolled you. So I finally got this checkpoint, and first thing happened was I got trolled by a mouse. So I skipped that part because that part was just annoying. But here's another part that really reminds me of Super Mario World. I mean, they had this exact thing in the second castle, I believe it was. Right before you enter the cave with the wizard bitch. And then, not Iggy's first, and I think Girl Koopaline. And this is the end. This is the boss. It's all of the bosses with 1 life. Yeah. And guess what? Guess how many times I died? None, because I mastered these bosses. You get food and mana between them. And a couple times I think I didn't take it once, but just to be safe I did take it. Okay, so we start off with Propeller Knight, even though he was the first. And this is another RNG thing. It can be in any order. For speedrunners, the best person to get last is Tink. Sure why, but apparently he's the best because they can do some glitch with him with Tinker Knight. Propeller Knight thinking he's a boss. Look at how much. Look at. I knew what was gonna happen. They are. It seems like they are a little bit harder, but it wasn't a problem because if you know their patterns by now. Like I just fought Propeller Knight. He was it wasn't that easy. Or it was that easy, but and he's like, "Oh, you're not gonna defeat me this time, Shovel Knight." And man, come on. You're fucking Tinker Knight. Like this part was just very, I mean, this reminds me of Mega Man. How they have like all the bosses at the end, except you can't die. But you do know their patterns, like you do know these people's patterns, but except in Mega Man, people are weak to certain like items you have, so that's the only difference I'd say between them. And that you get food. I mean, there is a way to get health in a couple of them, but not in all of them. Most of the time, it's just room after room after room. So now we got Skyrim Homer Simpson. So, and I could tell he was harder 4 ice or 4 snowballs instead of 3. still wrecked him. I saved the food. This was under boss fights. I like how all the other bosses are kind of just like sitting in the background, like, yeah, this is happening. We're not gonna gang up on you. We're gonna all solo you and give you health. I was like, I just can take the damage. I got this. Better than dying on those insta-kill spikes. So now we have this dude again. Still easy as shit. Simple boss, you know. I sacrificed just getting damage because I knew I was going to get health. They're not just going to stop giving it out, you know what I mean? But, I actually just fixed the audio problem, and, I actually ended up playing halfway through the game again. And I beat it in about, like, I already got halfway through in about an hour and 40 minutes. And I collected all of the items this time, that up to the 5th level. And wow, makes a big difference. Like, when you have the item that you need for certain things, like just, like those rats that blow up, oh my god. The anchor that you get from Treasure Knight's level, such a big difference. Oh, here's that douche Plague Knight, but he's easy on this level because he doesn't have all that shit he can blow up under your feet. But yeah, I've only died 5 times. And I mean, it was my fault. This game is just, it's so good. Once you get it down, you have it. So the reason why I wanted to show this whole boss fight is because it's just, I mean, this just reminds me of Mega Man. I know I've said that, but it's just like, it's so good. You can't complain at all. Plague Knight's down, now it's back to Treasure Knight. Yeah, I was trying to lure him. Yeah, I don't know how it kind of filled up with water. I didn't see any water come, it just kind of, I realized it appeared when I was like jumping really super, you know, high. This music's awesome. They have all the boss music. So good. Yeah, that stupid audio shit that was going on earlier quit. So, that's good. And Treasure Knight's down. Not even half my health. And of course, we got the Lich Yard boss for last. Thank you, RNG. But no, there's this one item that makes you invincible for like probably like 30 frames. Like 3 seconds, maybe 2. But that makes the Lich Yard way easier. Like, that's the only item I got, was that horn. And I mean, is it helpful? Yeah, but not compared to the other items. Not even close. Nope, there he is. Wow, I can't believe I just got him. That one hit. There's me just failing. It's like, oh, probably should get serious again. Get over there. Oh. You couldn't finish the job. Yeah, you can see he's harder here because he's not using little sand blocks. He's using like those concrete blocks now. So you have to dig your way out of that. And then this is when he gets super fucking fast, but he's dead. He's gonna die. Alright, now. Nope, no. Oh, fuck. Gotta wait through all this again. Bitch, get out of here. And here we go. Final one. I got a lot better at this dude. He was no problem for me. Especially the second time. Like when I just replayed this just to get some of the items so I could get a better feel for... I mean, the items are so well done in this. Like Treasure Knight's level has like this anchor that has like an arc. It's like the axe in Castlevania. And it's, I mean, the items are just amazing in this. I also found out I didn't buy a Chaos Orb from the store in town. And that's actually very helpful in a lot of places. I mean, I'm sure if I knew that there's items every level, I didn't know that there's items every level. But if I did, I'm sure this would have been a lot easier than it was. Especially the later stages. Like, those exploding rats, you just can throw that Chaos Orb at them and it bounces all over the place for like 5 seconds. So, after this, you kind of get a really cool decision. You can end up killing them, or you can end up saving them. And I decided to save them this time. I wasn't going to be a dick. I was actually trying to kill them when I hit my shovel into them. I thought I was going to knock them off. But, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just save them. I guess I could have just walked away. And then they would have died. But I didn't do that, because I thought, I was like, well, if I walk away, then what's going to happen? Are they just, am I going to see them fall, or? But the next time when I'm playing this again, I'm gonna, you know, kill them, because why not? It obviously doesn't matter, they just say some quirky shit like, oh yeah, and they're just kind of dicks, so whatever. Moving on. The final level. Tower of Fate. And this is still the end of it. There's only one checkpoint. So I was like, oh, just dig down. And then they have this all falling through the tower you just climbed up. And then the Legend of Zelda tile thing, except it's way more annoying here. You know, in like the 2D Zeldas, all the tiles come out of the floor, it's like, and then they attack you. Yeah, it killed me. But, I just cut to me past it. Then they had like this whole level was just really well done for, I mean, there's only one checkpoint. So this part makes my heart stop. I mean, you'll see why in a second. It's just like, damn, dude. It's like, oh, yep, okay, just fall down. They're not gonna fall. Or I hope they weren't gonna fall. I was expecting some bullshit to happen. And I was like, okay, this is pretty easy. You just gotta keep walking forward. Yep, okay, we got this. Pretty easy. And then I was like, where the fuck is the block? And I'm like, really? Do you expect me to jump? There's no checkpoint, so if you die, you go all the way back. And that little tile section is really fucking annoying if you have to redo it and then walk through all this really slow again. So I cut because I didn't know if this was going to be a flat platform. I was going to be careful though. But as soon as you get the candles, you just can run. I would laugh if those didn't load like randomly one time when you get into the next one. So there's the final checkpoint of the game. Yeah, she was Shield Knight the whole time. I was like, what? Because I gave hints to it, but I didn't realize it until that moment. So I'm gonna die this first time, and then it's just gonna cut to after I beat her. It's like a cutscene, because I forgot to record when I killed her, because this fight was very intense. When I did beat her, I had one hit left on me, and I was like, damn it, I didn't record that. So whatever. You can see here what she does, because she's already in her second phase. She does this bullshit. Speedrunners actually jump down that hole and just to get extra hit on her. Yeah, fuck that, what she was just doing. I mean, she just gets so insane. You'll see everything she does in this play. So this is my first attempt, and it was actually a really good attempt. For my first try. When she gets to her second phase, I can't even get her. She's just going to do shit. But yeah, this is like the final move that I was talking about. I can't believe I got that deflect on her. So she starts throwing them sideways and going through it. I think it's really technical. You'll see. And the fire replaces places that she's blown up. Look at that. That's just like really... You just replace it. Why do I gotta do that? Yeah, there was no way that I should have lost, but you'll see. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened. I was trying to replace that, but that was my fault. Now I'm kind of fucked because you're throwing these things again. I was like, oh, I'm good. Look at that. That looks like really good. Gotta do that shit for me. Oh my god, I hate these little fucking side. Look at that. That fucking knockback. Oh man, that pissed me off. But this is what happens when you defeat her. Oh my god, she or not? You alive? Yeah, I didn't realize I could catch her there until like the last second. I was like, shit, I'm kind of a dick. Aww. Insert laugh track. No. Just be like a dick. And well, wasn't that awesome? Obviously there's another fight. All good retro games have another fight. And I thought this part was insane, but I still think that other part was harder. The first time I did this, I fucked up bad. So I actually cut it to the end of the fight. And that was actually a pretty good cut. But, because I died 2 times here, and then I got her patterns down and stuff. I was surprised I got that jump off of her shield. I was so into this right here, I was like, oh man, I gotta fucking kill her, so finally killed her. And of course, one final attack. Aww. The Black Knight wasn't a dick the whole time. I realized at the end, again, too late. All the villagers are like, yay, our hero's probably dead, but who cares? Just like Castlevania. Now we see what happened with all the people and the levels and the enemies. So the king returned. He was in the basement where you get meal tickets and stuff in town. No thank you. Don't want to have to sit through that fucking cutscene again. Look at, there's the person. She's playing the game. From the chick in the basement, she ended up going with him. Treasure Knight is, you know, Treasure Knight. I like how he's like in the BioShock world, like he's in what was that place called? Oh, Rapture. Not the third BioShock. Fuck that game. I like him underwater. Advanced potion class. Of course, excavations. I thought this was kind of a cool, like, end scene. Yeah, these are different travelers that you met along the way. That were kind of like from Super Mario Bros. 3 with the, like, the Koopa, or not the Koopa kids, but the, like, the mini battles that you would run into on the map. Like it'd be like the Boomerang dude, and then like Hammer Bros. Of course, this dude goes back to being a rich asshole. Tinker Knight went back to tinkering with stuff, but he made toys for the children. So Polar Knight, you see a Skyrim helmet just sitting there. He's like, I'm going to conquer you, Alduin. You won't defeat me again. I am stronger than ever. And that's the game. Just kidding. Yes, you did keep your word to Shield Knight. I'm sure we'll meet him again. And then the credits came, and I skipped over them. At first I wasn't going to, but then this ran really long. I give this game a perfect score. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it. 10 out of 10. Must buy, must play again. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Follow me at Icarus Sway. And here's the final scene after the credits. I was happy to see Shield Knight lived. Except, I wonder how she lived. Let's end this with the... Duh!